it's time to make a little holiday arrangement. I'm so excited to welcome to the show Nicky Whelan, starring in Lifetime's new original film, airing tomorrow, November 1st, for the holiday arrangement. Hi.
Yes, how are you? Thanks for having me, guys.
This is not your first foray into holiday Lifetime.
No, I've done a few Christmas movies before, a couple of Lifetime movies before, so yeah, this is not my first. But it's, I don't know, the Christmas movies always have such a good vibe about them, so it always feels like the first.
So give us the scoop on it. Tell us about the project.
It's a sweet, cute story. It's obviously kicking off Lifetime sort of Christmas movies. It's about a character named Poppy, who I play, who runs a florist, and the business is going under, and she finds out about a competition where you can win a lot of money, so she goes into the competition, and then she meets someone in the competition. Very exciting. So it's really sweet. It's a cute story. I just saw it the other day. It's a really feel-good sort of movie, and it's perfect for sort of the Christmas season, so I'm stoked about it.
So are your holidays anything like a Lifetime holiday original film?
Not even close. Well, I usually go down to Australia for Christmas, and it's summer there. So it's like a whole different vibe altogether. It's nothing like being in America. I spent one Christmas here in LA, and I'll never do it again. Because I go home, my family's there, and the kids, and it's boiling hot. On Christmas Day, we go to the beach. I know it's really random, but we have a barbecue.
Ross said he had Boston Market and the beach.
Christmas.
You do?
I love it that way,
yeah.
honestly. Even though I grew up in Pittsburgh, it's so nice just to have the beach and the sun. And
It just, yeah, it's my thing. So I like to follow the sun around the earth. I'm not saying it. If it gets cold, I'm out.
So I'm sure there's viewers out there that are thinking, does she believe in that type of a romantic thing for your life? Do you believe in that? Do you believe that someone comes in and sweeps you off your feet and it ends happily ever after?
I think definitely for some people it's once, others maybe 3 or 4 times. I think, I don't know, it's so weird. The dating game now is so different to how I was in my early 20s. Things are so much more different. I'd like to think that we all meet the one and that's it forever, but it's not the case. But I have heard wonderful stories of people. My mum and dad are still together and will be forever. I've got an older sister and 3 older brothers, and they're all married with kids. But then I have other people who've been married a couple of times, so I think it's just different for everyone. I prefer the traditional way, and I'd love to say that's out there for everyone, but I don't know.
yeah, different reasons.
Thank you for being so honest.
Yeah.
You know.
Truth be told.
So at the top of the show, we were talking about having a happy, healthy holiday season. Do you have any tips, tricks, or hacks that you use in your life?
You know, I just eat what I want. I really enjoy food. I don't want to say, I'm not overly sort of, like Thanksgiving, I sort of end up wherever I end up, to be honest with you, because we don't celebrate in Australia. And out here, like, I think my manager's invited me for lunch at her house, so I'll go along and eat. But I love food, and I hate to be on too many diets or anything strict. I like to eat what I want. If I feel like I'm getting too down one way, I'll pull back a little bit. But I don't know, I don't really have any sort of secrets or anything, you know. I know people tend to overeat over this time, but I just enjoy it.
But that's what they find is a common denominator of you know, people that stay healthy during the holidays. They eat the same, whether it's Thanksgiving or whether it's another day. They kind of don't go in extremes. And so what does that, I mean, I'm sure people want to know, like, how do you stay looking so good? How do you do that? So any tips around that?
People always ask me this question. I don't really work out a lot, to be honest with you. My mum and dad are both really little people, so already genetically my mum and dad are quite small. But yeah, if I do tend to put on a little bit of weight, especially when I actually film movies, because there's always access to food, so I'll tend to put on a little bit of weight. And then when I'm not, I don't eat as much. I don't have a huge appetite. I'll go for walks with my dog. You know, I'm in the middle of training for a movie next year, a fight movie, so I'm doing a bit of action training, but it's all in size, portion, like, just eat smaller meals. I love food, and I just don't want to look back and be like, I missed out on the chocolate cake. Like, I eat everything. Like, I really do. I think it's really important to just enjoy your meals, and I think the more you think about it as a woman as well, I feel like our bodies start to put on this crazy layer of panic. And I think if you just relax, I really believe that a lot of it's, because, you know, there's a lot of women that can eat what they want and stay small, and I think it's because they're just enjoying it.
it is the stress. I read this article about that. It was a research article, and they basically gave people food that was healthy, but they told them it was unhealthy, and they watched the response, and their immune response decreased, and they put on pounds and everything like that, and it was the guilt and the stress and the anxiety around eating
Yeah.
even when the food was healthy, it still had an unhealthy impact.
Because you hear people going on these crazy diets and it's not working. I think it starts with your mind. I really believe that.
We don't believe that at all.
Wrong place for that conversation, honestly.
That's a whole lot of it. Yeah, I mean, don't eat pig, but of course watch. But, you know, I think a lot of it has to do with your mindset.
So I have a question. You have obviously had sort of you have a track record of success, you know, in the movie making business and the TV business, and I wonder what you've learned along the way and what you attribute both your success and your happiness to.
I think my happiness, the most important thing is, well, I think the mistake I made earlier on in my life was always relying on my happiness to be through the next job. And that's not the case, because this is a really bizarre industry and it's like a roller coaster and there's no consistency to it whatsoever. So now my priority, for the last sort of probably 8 years, my priority has been my personal life, making sure that's stable and happy and enjoying my life between, I never know when I'm going to book a job again. And having that mentality has actually helped me book more work and it's allowed everything to flow in a little bit better. You know, I do tend to work consistently. I think what happens is people get to Hollywood and they're like, I've got to make a big move and become famous overnight. That happens to very few people. The thing I love about my career is I make big movies, small movies, TV shows, little spots, big spots, and it just flows nicely. And it's just, there's no sort of massive, huge moments, and I'm fine with that. I just like to be able to do a couple jobs a year, travel, spend time with family, go back to Australia, and a balance of all of it is, I honestly believe, is the key. It doesn't make you go crazy. This place can make you crazy.
Yes, literally.
Yeah. So you got to break it up, and I put a massive amount of energy into my family and my friends and traveling. It's just as important to me as my work.
Yeah. Was there any point early in your career when you thought about giving up, or did you always just know you were meant to do the work that you do now?
I've always done this, and I think I don't have a plan B.
Yeah.
I wasn't like very good at school. I was really naughty in school, and I always just wanted. I was a TV host initially in Australia, actually doing what you guys do. I never had a plan B, so I don't ever think about that. Like, this is what I do, and this is where I'm just going to keep doing it. I try not to panic. I don't think I'll ever give up. I don't know what I'd go to unless I have like a bunch of kids and I'm like too busy.
That's all another story.
So yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Totally.
Well, we're super excited that you're training for a new action film. Is there anything you can tell us about this?
I don't know what I have to say about it yet, but I'm in training at the moment for it. It's going to be action. It's going to be something really different for me. Yeah, it's really, I'm under the pump at the moment. I got class this afternoon. I'm going to get my ass kicked.
Wow. And then tomorrow,
Yes, the movie comes out tomorrow night.
the holiday arrangement on Lifetime,
Yes, it does.
10/9 Central. We'll be
Check
tuning
that
in.
out. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Tell everyone where they can find and follow your journey.
Oh, yes, just, I guess, on social media. Love my Instagram, Nicky Whelan, NICKYWHELAN. I think I tagged you guys this morning anyway, so.
Well, thank you, Nikki.
Yeah,
It's
thank
lovely to meet you.
Thanks.
That's great. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.